In a first-person shooter game, it's vital to have a good gun that has accuracy, speed, and stopping power. But not all the weapons that can be found in certain games are worth their weight in steel. Some of them don't shoot straight, some are really slow, and some are straight up useless. For those firearms that let us down and make our life a living hell, we prepared a top 8 list featuring the worst guns ever included in video games. We took into consideration their lack of accuracy, their sluggishness, low power, and poor overall reliability. The MagSec is a military-grade pistol that fires 9mm rounds. It can deal out a great deal of damage for a handgun, and if you activate the rebound fire system, it becomes even more destructive. Unfortunately, it has more disadvantages than advantages, mainly because it has very little to offer in terms of accuracy. Also, the fact that it has an ample shot dispersion becomes dangerous to use, as it can kill both you and your teammates. As you might know from the movies, stormtroopers can't shoot straight, so in order to keep the meme alive, the scout pistol from Star Wars Battlefront tried to emulate this. This gun is better used at close to mid-range distances because it doesn't hit the target otherwise. What you have to know is that this gun is not very accurate in general, and it must be carefully utilized in order to hit at least some of your enemies. The PS20 is a stealth gun that shoots a single ball of plasma. Because it's so small, you have only one chance to use it, and this means you have to plan your shot perfectly. Not only does it have just one projectile, but you can also not hold more than one gun in your inventory. So the PS20 is pretentious, hard to aim, and with it, it offers endless frustration when you can't kill the enemy and keep trying and trying. In a game where you need to cut off the limbs of your enemies in order to kill them, a flamethrower is not the best of choices. Regardless of this, Dead Space lets you have this option. It isn't very powerful or very precise, and it could be used only for killing the little minions spawned by the bigger foes. But even then, it's not the ideal weapon. Because it's so useless, we think it deserves a spot on our list. The only advantage of the dual Berettas is that they come in pairs. Aside from that, they're quite expensive, the aiming is inaccurate, and they have a very long reload time. It seems their description makes the perfect recipe for failure. On top of it all, they seem to not induce any type of damage to the enemy at all, this meaning you have to keep on shooting until you run out of ammo, and just hope for the best, really. The introduction of a BB gun in a game like Fallout is a total waste of resources, and yet it exists in reality. If you want to test your luck, you can use such a weapon and try to take out your enemies with one tiny metal ball after another. Of course, it's totally pointless to do so, and you'll end up getting killed by your enemies, but since the BB gun is a valid option that can be used in the game, it's only fair for us to give it a spot on our list. Besides its interesting design, the Needler doesn't have much to bring to the table. It shoots slow needles that more often than not fail to acquire their target in time, and even though it's been modified several times, it didn't show any real improvements. The fact that it looks like a purple glowing porcupine makes this gun even more ridiculous. Not to mention the fact that it's absolutely useless, you'd be best off avoiding its use altogether. GoldenEye has one of the best guns in video games, namely the Golden Gun. But for all things to be balanced, it also features the worst gun, the Klob. This gun got its name to honor Nintendo America's Ken Lobb, who helped the game through its development phase. As the Klob is the slowest, least accurate, weakest gun in video games history, the honor sadly transformed into horror. You'd be better off engaging in a fist fight rather than using this gun, and you'd be way more efficient against an armed enemy. So this was our list featuring the worst guns in video game history, and we hope you've enjoyed our video. If you feel we did a good job, please press that like button, as we do appreciate it and it does help us immensely. If you could think of any other crappy guns that you absolutely hate, please let us know in the comments below, because we do read pretty much everything. Now would also be a good time to encourage you to subscribe, because we upload new videos all the time. So subbing will keep you up to date with all of our latest stuff. You can also check out fraghero.com for more gaming related articles. Until next time, thanks so much for watching, and have a great day, guys.
You call that little pea shooter a gun?